vertical takeoff. I forget what it's called, but it's cool.
Yeah,
it's modern.
Absolutely.
And it's not just that. I mean, they've got the vehicles. Tonight at the parade, you're going to have the tanks. You're going to have, basically, we start with, the very first part of American history. So you've got the Revolutionary War. We go from there into every single conflict. So you'll see soldiers in period dress, followed by the units that took place in those battles. So World War I, you'll see 1st Cav. It just...
And they're going to be in the period uniforms,
They will
correct?
be in the period. So some of them will be in the period uniforms, followed by a formation from the unit that participated in that war.
Okay, so let's give some your units some shout outs. So for World War I, if you think of a unit that represents World War I, what is that?
1st Cav.
1st Cav, okay.
I'm sorry, 1st Armored Division.
1st Armored Division. That is the legacy unit of World War I. World War II. I feel like there are a few.
Well, I'd have to go with the 101st and the 82nd.
Of course. And who's representing them today? Do you know? Or is it both?
The 101st and the 82nd.
Both of them are. Okay, and they will be in that period dress. What an incredible opportunity, though. Of course, it's hot and sweaty, and these are long days, but as a soldier, to be able to wear that uniform of the giants that walked before us,
how cool is that, right?
That's incredible.
You know, occasionally you get to put it on for a tattoo. It's a couple of minutes and then you're changing back into your regular clothes. But here they're in it all day. They're going to march along this entire parade route, exemplifying the soldiers who fought in that war. I mean, if you're going to talk about legacy, and today is all about legacy, the legacy of those soldiers, the connection from the soldier today to the soldier 250 years ago is on display today.
I was talking about this earlier, but in my previous career as a journalist, I got to cover the honor flight quite a few times. And after I joined, having a moment, it was actually at the Vietnam Memorial a couple years ago, having a moment where I was in uniform and I'm standing next to these Vietnam vets and thinking, I get to wear the same uniform as you. That's a heavy thing to come to grips with, that how do I deserve to wear the same uniform that these giants did before? And that's going to be on display today because there are so many that came before us.
There is. I've heard it referred to as we're standing on the shoulders of giants. I like to think of it more as we are standing uplifted by giants. We have an incredible history, an incredible heritage. In the Center of Military History, we run the museums. So from the National Museum of the Army all the way through to some of the smaller museums like the Army Women's Museum at Fort Lee, we try to tell the story of the soldiers doing the job, protecting national security, fighting the fight. And I hope we do a very good job at that. But that's that same feeling you get standing next to those veterans is what we try to do in the museums.
Let's talk more about the parade. So we've gotten through World War I, World War II. Who's representing Korea?
I do not remember.
Okay, we'll get back to you on that.
Got it in my book.
We got it in the book. We'll get to you in a minute. And then what about Vietnam?
Vietnam, I think, is the 25th Infantry Division out of Schofield Barracks.
Okay.
So shout out to the Wolfhounds.
And then we're going to move up through there. It's amazing to think about what we're about to witness and what we're about to see. And all aircraft will be overhead as well. I know USASOC is going to be representing the GWAT era, which is appropriate with our Special Forces Green Berets. For you as a historian.
Contemporary historian. So I've been on the ground as a civilian historian in Afghanistan and Iraq, capturing the story of our service members who are over there doing the job, and writing about them. So I've got to say that my favorite part of history is what we're doing today. Sometimes you don't have a whole lot of perspective on today until we get farther down. We're too close to the bang, if you will. I have studied the American intervention in Siberia. That was my master's thesis. And not too many people know that the United States went into Russia in two different spots to try to keep Russia in the war during World War I. But I got to tell you, it's the soldiers today, feeling the connection with the soldiers today, that I like documenting the best. That way, historians in the future will have the documents, they will have the oral history stories to be able to tell better stories in the future.
That's incredible, because that didn't happen all the time, 10, 20, 50 years ago. So you're trying to capture it in real time.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And the Center of Military History, we actually started in 1918, but we've had historians deployed in World War II. They were out there. There's very few of them, and they wandered around the battlefield. Now we send military history detachments. We've got some operating on the southern border, getting the history of what's going on there now. I've got an entire division within CMH who focuses on nothing but warfighter history.
Is this a historic day?
This is a historic day. I've got 2 military history detachments interviewing the soldiers who are here for the parade as part of their military history detachment course. So they've been doing that for a couple of days now. They'll do it for a couple more days till these folks redeploy home.
One last question, sir. Why is capturing our history?
This print prints everything to get your brand in front of your fans, like t-shirts, water bottles, and totes. So
that's one. So what is history? History is the past remembered. What we do is organize the memory. So the past is remembered and can influence the future positively. So we can tell those stories so the legacy continues. But even more than that, one of those things that contemporary historians do is we are in the room when things happen. We can go back to recent history and say, something like this happened 10, 15, 20, 50 years ago. Here's what the people thought at the time. Here's the decisions that were made. We get that to the decision makers, and they make better decisions. We save lives, we increase lethality, we increase effectiveness because the decisions are better because the historian was in the room.
History can change the future.
History can change the future. If you own the past, you own the present. Is that the way the thing goes?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sir, one more time, plug your website where people can find out more information.
So Center of Military History is history.army.mil.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
And you heard that this is a historic day, a historic evening. At 6:30 is when the parade is scheduled to start. Rain or shine, so far the weather has held off, but this is a pivotal moment. You're going to see soldiers marching in period dress from all of those important eras that are a part of our lineage, a part of our legacy here as United States Army soldiers. I know I am proud to wear this uniform today and every day, but today especially. So we're going to leave you for a second and we'll come back to wrap it up soon.
No, that's actually George Washington. Okay, the Jefferson thing. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's funny. Thank you.
So do you have time for a quick interview?
Oh yeah, why not?
Kia Johnson for Reuters.
Sorry?
For Reuters.
Okay.
We are just talking to people out here, wanting to know why you came out today. Why it's important for you to come out?
Yeah, of course, it's really excited to know that it's the 25th birthday of Army. My father was a veteran, so I do respect all the people who sacrifice their life for the freedom what you're enjoying right now, and especially for the America, it's built on top of the Word of God, as we heard, Jesus is our Savior, Jesus Christ. So I'm wearing this to show that respect to the country America. Yeah, so God bless America. Okay.
And where are you from originally?
I'm from India. Yeah, down south from Kerala. Yeah.
And you live here. You're a citizen here.
No, not citizen. Okay. Yeah. I'm living in Maryland. Okay. So yeah.
And so, what do you think about this? You know, the festivities, the amount of money, and some of the controversies that we're seeing today.
Oh, all the time the controversies will follow. So, but you need to focus on the good thing, what is happening around you. This is what I'm thinking about. Okay. Yeah.
Can you tell me your name, sir?
Justin James.
Justin James.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Yeah. God bless you. Yeah.
God bless
Thanks
you
for talking to me.
Do you gentlemen have time for a quick interview? Okay. Sir, do you have time for a quick interview? For Reuters?
I'm sorry?
For Reuters, a quick interview?
I don't know, maybe. Okay.
I promise I won't.
Okay.
So why was it important for you to come down here today?
Well, I think the 250th birthday of the Army is a very, very significant event. It predates the Union. And so I served a little bit with the Army, although I'm a Coast Guard veteran. I served a little bit with the Army down in Southcom. I got to know the Army pretty well a little bit during that tour. And I think it's very, very important to have that kind of a celebration. It is a big deal as far as I'm concerned. I couldn't get my wife to come because the weather's a little bit too warm for her. So we will watch the parade from home. Not only because, I'm a senior citizen, we can head back. But anyway, thank you very much for being here.
So I have one more question. What do you think about some of the controversies that are surrounding this event today?
Well, see, to me, there are no controversies. Now, I know what people who have lumped it to attribute to kind of an extravaganza event toward the president, but at the end of the day, just it's coincidental. The Army had planned that before. 250 years as an institution. Next year, we'll celebrate our nation's independence. And it'll be a big deal again next year. But the Army was there before the Union was there. And I've always admired the Army, and I'm very happy we had this. So I didn't see much controversy, but that's just me. I'm a retired veteran, 34 years. So other than that, I didn't see anything.
Thank you for your service. Can you tell me your name, sir?
David Belz, B-E-L-Z.
And where are you from?
Well, we live here now. I'm from Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and thanks for your service.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Ma'am, do you have time for a quick interview? Reuters. Thank you. I haven't spoken to any women. I need a woman's perspective. And you have pretty red outfit.
Thank you.
Can you tell me why it was important for you to come down today and take part? Take part in the festivities?
I'll tell you that when I found out that he had strong military roots, and I wanted to come down here and celebrate the Army with my two sons. One's 20 and one's 10, so I thought that would be a great time. We took advantage of coming and visiting the different museums and had, fun with what Washington had in store for us. So we're proud to be here.
And where did you travel from?
Gulfport, Mississippi.
Wow. Okay. So, there's, a lot of excitement and a lot of controversy around this event. What are your thoughts on all of that?
Well, my thoughts are, I'm proud to be here for the Army's celebration, and I realize that there is a lot of controversy going on in the world right now, along within our country. And, some of us just have to look back on things and realize what's important to us. And, for me, it's celebrating with my children. I'm not here to bicker and complain or anything like that. I'm just proud to be here to enjoy ourselves.
Thank you so much. Do you mind telling me your name?
My name is Tiffany Pollard.
Pollard.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Appreciate
right.
your time. Take care. Enjoy Washington. Good. Do you guys have time for a quick interview? No?
Yeah, this is
that you're deeply grateful. It's enduring truth that no one truly serves alone. There is always a brother and sister in arms with me, a family member who encourages me, a community who cares for me, an organization like the Employer Project who stand ready to support me while you serve as a transition. Caring for our people is at the heart of Employer Project's mission, just as it is for the Army. We are committed
Do you have time for a quick interview? Reuters.
Sure.
Thank you. What's up? Thank you. Tell me why you came down today.
I was in the Army.
Oh, hold on. She's focusing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we're ready.
I was in the Army for 3 years, so I'm really here to see the military. I love it. It was my life for 3 years. I devoted my life for it. It's amazing. Came here to support.
Where were you stationed?
Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
So you served proudly.
I did. I served proudly, and I wish I could take my career, but I couldn't. But I'm just here to support the Army. They helped me throughout my life, so I'm here to support them.
So what are your thoughts on, there's a lot of, good vibes, and then there's a lot of controversy. What are your thoughts on all of that?
I think today just has to be military celebration today. Put politics aside. We're just here to celebrate the military. Forget politics. It's just here. I'm here to support the military. Don't care about anyone's political view. I'm just here to have a good time and celebrate the Army. That's what people need to look at. A lot of people are here to political. That's not what today's for. It's here to celebrate the military.
Thank you.
Of course.
Can you tell me your name?
Ethan Gordon.
Where are you from?
Maryland.
Maryland.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you, Ethan.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Am I going to be on the news? Let me know when.
This is on the order. So you just put it in and see it.
These foundations has thousands and thousands of donors who all care about our military. They care about our service members. They care about our U.S. Army, and they wanted to be a part of this great event in celebration of 250 years of the U.S. Army. I am a grateful American for all you do to defend freedom, to protect our country. And God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the entertainment. God bless you and God bless America. Thank you very much.
Representing presenting sponsor General Dynamics, please welcome the Executive Vice President for Global Operations, Danny D.
Thank you. So the United States Army has served the nation with distinction for 2.5 centuries, fundamental to the birth of our great republic. Values like service, courage, and duty are reflected in this iconic institution.
You have time for a quick interview? Okay. Anyone along here have time for a quick interview? You have time for a quick interview? Great, thank you. Right here? We'll put you right here. Thank you. Kia Johnson, we're with Reuters.
Hi, Kia Johnson. I'm Bob Will, WILL.
Okay, and where are you from, sir?
Dunkirk, Maryland. Originally, the Western Pennsylvania, Somerset, PA, where Flight 93 crashed on 9/11.
Okay. Can you tell me why it was important for you to come down today?
We never have any parties for the military. 250 years of the U.S. Army. Why not? I wanted to see what they got going on and see the Golden Knights and see some aircraft and see what everybody thinks and just have a good time.
There's a lot of positive vibes here today and there's a lot of controversy. Can you what are your thoughts on the activity?
Because there was no other choice but Donald Trump for president. And two, you don't support the U.S. Army, you can go to move to another country. I don't care. I did 23 years in the Air Force as a K-9 cop, and if you don't like it, you can lump it and hit the road.
No, I don't think that it's not that they're anti-American. I think that some people are saying that the money could be spent in more judicious ways.
Yeah, but we never ever had a military parade that I know of. One, I'm 60 years old. Give me a break. We're having one. We'll never see another one again. I don't mind it. Yeah, it costs a couple million. Who cares? They pee away money every day around here on crap. And I know a lot of people that got cut with the Department of Government Efficiency. They ain't been doing any work for years and making more money than me. And I seen them go and I'm goodbye. I work for Naval Intelligence and I worked my butt off. So I worked for my paycheck. A lot of people needed to go. It was about time. So I don't see any problem with it. One day, done. Bye. You think that, Kia?
I'm paid to ask you what you think.
Okay, well, that's what I think. I'm just having a good time. Celebrate America. All our soldiers, past and present.
Thank you.
Well, dang.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You girls have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know what my husband probably would. I need women. I'm a government employee. Sure. Thank you. Thank you. For Reuters. Reuters. Yeah. I wanted to ask you why it was important for you to come down today.
My son just signed on the dotted line with the Army yesterday to enlist.
How does that make you feel?
Proud, scared, but I know that he's going to get great training, and I know that he's going to come out like a responsible adult, and we're really looking forward to him growing up that way.
And what do you think about this big celebration, the big, all the lines and all the people down for the festivities?
I'm actually surprised that it's not more people. Inside it was not jam-packed crowded. It was a comfortable number of people, and I think there's a lot of political statements happening on both sides, but what is overwhelming is being inside and noting how proud the military is, and how respectful they are, and how informative they are, and how happy that they are that people have come out to support them.
And in terms of the positive things about this, and then the controversies, what are your thoughts on the kind of seesaw message today?
It makes me sad. I worked for the government for many years, and I just wish that we were all on the same page. That's all.
Thank you. Can you tell me your name, please?
Cindy.
Cindy, last name?
Rather not.
Okay, and you're from this area?
I am.
Okay, thank you so much, Cindy.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys, for your patience.
This is not for the parade, this is for the festival. The festival is on the 14th.
Yeah, we love you. We love the work that you do. Keep it up.
Okay. We just trying to see what's
Did you know that you can hire a New York Times best-selling editor to work on your book? On Readsy, you can find editors, proofreaders, and designers who have worked on major bestsellers and hire them to work on your book. Browse through our handpicked professionals or filter by genre or keywords to find candidates with just the right expertise. All you have to do is finalize your shortlist and reach out to your dream editors or designers. Create your free Readsy account today and publish a professional, beautiful book.
I had actually never built a website before, but Fiverr had exactly what I needed. For us to go through it in 3 months was unheard of. Go to Fiverr.com and start scaling your business.
George.
Okay, just a conversation, don't you?
Don't worry about having a conversation.
Okay.
Alexius Gonzalez. Okay.
Gonzalez. Major Alexius Gonzalez. Soldier for life.
Perfect.
You want me to do my introduction?
Here shortly, we're gonna move. We're gonna make sure we're good. Yeah. Back here. All right, perfect. Hey guys, we are back and we are closing out. There was something up there we wanted you to see. It's gone now, but don't worry about it. We're closing out the Army's 250th birthday, but before we close out completely, we want you guys to learn about the Soldier for Life program that is available to all soldiers, active and reserves,
and National Guard. Yes, sir.
So we're going to learn it from a SME, a subject matter expert herself, Major Alexius Gonzalez.
Yes.
So please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Major Alexius Gonzalez. I'm the XO for Soldier for Life. We work with all components, active duty, National Guard, and the reserves.
Now, what are some of the things that your programs do or your office does?
So we work with government, non-government, MSOs, VSOs. We try to find those benefits and those programs that they have for the veterans, the soldiers, and their family members. And we try to get that information out in any way that we can to the soldiers and those family members, because we don't want them to miss out, because sometimes that information just kind of sits and stays, and we just need to get that information out.
Right. So now, something our best for a program like this. Now, what aim to achieve?
We aim to achieve that once you're a soldier, no matter how you enter the service, you're a soldier for life. Whether that was one term, whether you retired, whether you exited the service through a medical retirement, you are a soldier for life. That is the mindset that we're trying to instill with all soldiers. And then the American population, we're just trying to educate them that the soldiers are there to support. We're trying. Yeah.
Valuable members of society, right?
Correct.
Once you're out of service, the education, the experience, the leadership you bring to the table to the civilian force is there.
Yes.
And they may not be just aware of it just yet.
Correct.
So when it comes to some of the opportunities you guys provide, there's something called pays, and there's a few other things.
Correct.
What are some of the ones you'd like to talk about?
The one I really like to talk about, and I think is really beneficial, is PAYS, Partnership for Your Success. It started off as Partnership for Youth Success and was an incentive when soldiers enlisted. It's now, and an employment benefit for all soldiers, right? So when you go to exit the service, or if you're a National Guard or reservist, you're guaranteed 5 interviews. Not guaranteed employment, but you're guaranteed 5 interviews with any of the organizations or businesses that have partnered with the Army.
Okay, so that's huge.
It is
that's,
huge.
You know, hey, I get you have 30 applicants that may be on paper closely more qualified, but give me a chance, see my name. And there's an internship process as well. Is that
correct? So the Army has the Army CSP, and then there's the DoD Skill Bridge. So those are internship programs that soldiers can sign up for. And then when you do those, what I like to tell soldiers when they come to our booth or when we see them is that sign up for those opportunities. Command teams allow soldiers the opportunity. Take that time, let them leave for that moment. Those internships, let that time be able to get that internship to the civilian world, and then once they've signed up for PAYS, they'll be able to do that interview. So it's like, oh, I saw